And now they're getting some help. LAFC is transferring Brian Rodriguez to Club America. The agreement is reportedly for $6 million and 20% of a future transfer. Rodriguez arrived in 2019 in LA as a designated player. He also played on loan in Spain's second division with Almeria. This is a big move for Brian Rodriguez. This is a good sell for LAFC, but this is actually a luxury acquisition by Club America.
Yeah, but I thought that's what Club America was. They were un equipo grande.
You said was, not is.
Is that not what they are?
They're not big spenders anymore.
They're not a Club Grande?
But they're not big spenders.
Grande.
Two different things.
That's why I'm asking you about Club Grande. You brought in big spenders.
Not un Club Grande, el más grande. The biggest club in Futbol Mexicano.
Today, all the money is up north. Today, all the luxury is up north. So while teams like Tigres and while teams like Monterrey are allowed to have a surplus of firepower like this, they've got 2 or 3 in every line, all of a sudden, people want to criticize and they want to pull apart something like this with Brian Rodriguez to Club America. This is what a team like Club America is supposed to have, depth. They're supposed to be like, we've got so many players in so many positions because somos un equipo grande. So I don't see the problem with this.
I do see a small problem with this.
Okay.
When is he going to play? Where is he going to play? Number one. Number two, is he going to start? He's not going to start. And I was checking his stats. We'll go a little bit deeper on this, but Brian Rodriguez, he's going to compete one-on-one with Alejandro Sendejas, who's having a season, by the way. And of course, we'll talk Alejandro Sendejas for a different reason upcoming next. On the other side, on the left-hand side, Cabecita Rodriguez. America spent a lot of money on Cabecita Rodriguez, who's picking up the pace. Richard Sanchez, different position.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a competitor, but Sendejas and Rodriguez
are not only starting to play. There's some competition, especially out wide.
Salvador
Reyes, especially the way that Tano Ortiz wants to play with this Club America. You're going to get the most dangerous players outside. Cabecita Rodriguez wasn't effective in the middle. Guess where he is? Outside on the left. And Brian Rodriguez has operated on the left. He's operated on the right. He's proven to be, he's shown flashes of being a good player. I should say that instead of proven to be. He's dangerous, yes. But Alejandro Sendejas and Cabecita Rodriguez are just your most productive players outside of Henry Martin, who's the 9. That's not my opinion. Those are just numbers.
This is a heat map for Brian Rodriguez with LAFC. As you can see, played most of the time starting on the left-hand side as a left winger, allowing Carlos Vela to play where Carlos Vela feels the most comfortable, which is on the right-hand side.
You know what's funny? It says he played 27 games as a right wing / midfielder, 21 on the left, and yet most of the heat map is on the left.
Yeah,
so
because
he feels more
impact.
comfortable. So he feels more comfortable on the left, but he's played probably even more on the right. I should say he's had a more impactful time on the left.
The idea, as I was told by someone who knows the Club America deep thoughts, is that maybe for next season, Alejandro Sendejas could play on a different position.
Yeah.
If that happens, that would open up the right-hand side for someone like Brian Rodriguez. Let's remember something. When Santiago Solari was the manager,
that's the position.
What was his demand constantly? A right winger. Yeah. He never got. Well, they got Sendejas, but also another player for Santos who they let go this season.
Yes.
But they needed to reinforce that spot on the field. So if Brian Rodriguez feels comfortable playing, as he has done with the Uruguayan national team, starting from the right-hand side, then he can have an impact on Club America. But as of now, he will be only a role player.
Yeah, but you're thinking, you're being too short-sighted with this. This is a player that right now costs you $6 million. He's going to go to the World Cup with Uruguay.
Most likely,
yes. He's played a lot of games with Uruguay.
And he's only 23.
And he's only 23. If he has a good World Cup, you could double that on a future sell to Europe. I think it's a good piece of business, and that's why there's a 20% add-on in the back end for LAFC. They think there's going to be a future sell as well. Plus, if he doesn't leave, well, you get a player that can maybe be impactful for you in your league. This is what big teams do.
Yeah, and I think we can all agree that LAFC paid a lot of money for him, close to $10 million. He was a designated player. I don't think they got their money's worth. I just don't think he performed the way the club expected him to do.
Yeah, or anybody else. And the reason why is this is a player, when he got to LAFC, Max Pedroza, our good friend, interviewed him in-house, Max Pedroza, and asked him, hey, there's a lot of people here who maybe aren't familiar with you or your style. Who would you compare yourself out there to? The man stone-faced looked at Max Pedroza and said Neymar.
Yeah.
He said, I would compare myself to Neymar. He's been few and far between like Neymar on the field, more like Neymar in Carnival. You know, that's as close as you're going to get.
Wow.
But not on the field. I'm just saying it's not neither here nor there because he wasn't that consistent. But when we saw flashes of him, and I'm going back to El Tráfico, the game where he takes like 4 guys down the left-hand side, slishing and slashing, and then roofs it on the goalkeeper. I mean, those moments made you think he could be one of the top players in the league, but there were very few of those.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.